watches Watchmen? No, seriously, who's watching Watchmen? Because if you're watching this video, you're watching Watchmen. There's been a lot of stuff that's been trying to pretty much downplay this show and making it seem like it's a bad show. And it's sort of those review bombs things going on with it, but I don't know. I just am curious to know that question, but let's talk about episode 2. So Watchmen, the series, from the first episode, we definitely knew it was going to be a lot different from the movie, but still, it definitely feels a lot like the comics and the movie as well, and it does bring you back to those memories of them. So this show basically is dealing with a future, which is 2019 still, so it's our present, but it's dealing with themes that we see throughout, and themes such as race, themes such as police brutality, and different other stuff as well. So at the end of the first episode, we saw that the police chief was killed, and that's pretty much a whodunit now, and it turns into sort of a parallel, like I said in my video where I talked about the first episode, between who killed the comedian, and now it's who killed the police chief. So at the end of the episode, we see the old man we saw during the first episode talking to Angela about her bakery. He is there next to the body, and now he is claiming he is the one who killed the police officer chief. Of course, Angela doesn't believe him. She knows that there's something else behind all of this, and he says if you knew all the stuff, like everything going on, your head would explode. So I'm not even going to go there. We find out at the end of the show's episode 2, there is a lot of twists and turns down to this story. So let's get into the first one, and that first one being that this old man is Angela's grandfather, and he is the same child that we saw in the first episode at the beginning, who was given the note, take care of this boy. And we have found out that they have another relative out in this universe, which we are not aware of yet who they are, but they are out there. And it's definitely thickening the plot a lot more. Second twist we learn makes it into the hardest oatmeal you've ever tried to scoop up. And that analogy might not work, but I'm just trying to say the plot is as thick as I could possibly get. Maybe we'll see more. But now we learn also that the police chief was a white supremacist, as Angela finds a Klan outfit in his wardrobe. What the fuck is going on? So it seems that night when all those police officers were attacked by the supremacist group that is trying to take Rorschach's message and turn it into something that it's completely not, might have been led by this guy, and this guy might have been orchestrating things throughout in order to fulfill a greater purpose. What is that greater purpose they think they're trying to fulfill? Well, we also get a look back at Ozymandias, who is played by Jeremy Irons, who I think is a fine actor myself, and we see that he might be trying to incite something, as he did in the comics, in the movie, where there could be a sort of war, in this case could be race war, and then ultimately have something that leads to peace. So in his mind, he thinks, I'm thinking of this for the greater good, but of course we know those things are always just evil at the end of the day. So yeah, we do find out that the people who were serving him in the first episode aren't actually robots. They are clones that he has created, and he is enacting a play of Mr. Manhattan, Dr. Manhattan, excuse me. And I think that he's doing this because he wants him to come back and sort of intervene in all of this and maybe do this peace proclamation or whatever. So pretty much that's how the episode all ends. We found out Will is Angela's grandfather. We found out the police chief was actually with the supremacist group. And we see that Ozymandias might be up to something that's not going to be ending in any good note at all. So the plot is thickened and it's ready to be served. I think this series is 6 episodes and we are 2 in, so 4 more to go to see what's going to happen, and definitely going to be interesting where this takes us. The show, of course, as I said, is getting a lot of bad reviews, and it's also getting a lot of negative stuff said about it, but for the most part I see positive about it. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Are you watching the show? If you're not, let me know why not. And if you are, what are you thinking is going to happen? What are your theories? Lay them out below. But anyways, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. 10,000 subscribers, less than 2,000 to go. Turn on the bell. And as always, I'll see you next time. Stay positive.